Hey guys, we are experiencing some technical difficulties from multiple different streaming services. I could not get my regular mic to work, so if it sounds really wonky today, forgive me. And then when I tried to switch mics or cameras, then it wasn't even, I was getting like the backs out, the high pitched sound. I can't even think about what that's called, because this is never what you want to happen when you're supposed to go live at a timed stream. The next thing is, if my footage, I'm trying to check different angles, is very fuzzy and pixelated. We think it might be StreamYard, but I was having internet issues at 4 o'clock this morning. Don't ask why, why I was up at 4 a.m. But all I know is it has been a struggle all morning. So if you are tuning in and you have a clear vision of me, please let me know. If I'll just pop it in the comments, and then of course if it's fuzzy for you, let me know as well, because I'm really trying to make this broadcast as clean and crisp as possible. And of course, the more we can fine-tune internet, routers, modems, everything, then the better it will be for everyone. So if I know my sound, like, I'm just going to take my mic pack off now, because I know it's not working. So, okay, I originally had, I'm going to move this guy. And so you are going to have, this one looks like it is really high. Okay, it looks like the motion is a little bit better there. Can you guys hear me if we have both cameras going? Because I want to be able to have a close-up for you here when I know I could do this, but it's sometimes easier to point as well. So, okay, thanks guys. This is, and you know, just when you get it figured out, it's like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and pull this side off. That way you can see me this way. So today we are going to talk about using full color logos that cannot be applied to apparel or soft goods. So hats, backpacks, sweatshirts, anything that can withstand heat. We're not talking about it. So this is excellent because it gives you another product that can complement the products that you're already offering your customers. So let's go ahead and dive in. I will take you to the website here and there, but I think we'll probably do it more on the back end, just so you know. Can you hear my dog? Just so you know where we're going to be going. It is a circus in my house today, so real life is coming at you strong, and I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. So, okay, let's see. Okay, great. I'm seeing audio, video, great, wonderful. Thank you all so much for getting me comments on that, just so I can make sure that we are ready to go further on. Now, we are going to talk about all of our CAD Prints services, so services that you can order through us, specifically CAD Prints in our non-apparel products. So what that means is, it means wall decals, okay? It means stickers or wall graphics, stickers, decals, helmet stickers, our brand new offering, which is our floor decals, and clings. And I have some, I don't know, I was pretty passionate about a couple of the recommendations just because of how you know, our world is trending, and everybody that has had to pivot the last year, which is crazy to even say that. Let me quickly take this off so I don't have any notifications. Perfect. Okay, so the first product that we're going to talk about, which is the brand new one, is our floor coverings. Now, I do not have a sample of that one today, but I wanted to give you a couple of key points about it, right? So I made some notes, so I'm looking down. It's because we have a lot of products. So it's slip resistant. So if you are working with a restaurant, or you are working with somebody in healthcare, or it's just somebody in general that wants to make sure that they have branded their entire location, that's where the floor coverings come into play. So specifically, how could you target to a current customer that they should be buying their floor coverings from you? Like, they're already ordering, so let's go restaurant, right? There's a lot of slipping, there's a lot of cleaning that goes on. If you're already doing their apparel, if you're already doing bags, if you're already doing any type of logo for them currently, there is no reason why you can't say, hey, I really recommend you should be doing this, or let's try this. The beautiful thing about CAD Prints is it's all based on square inch. So the larger the logo, the fewer the minimums. The smaller the logo, the larger the minimums. But you just have the ability to do the full color. So if somebody has a gradient heavy world type of graphic, then they're not paying per color. You can reproduce their entire logo, and it's just by however big they need. So specifically for a restaurant, you have polos or t-shirts, or they do button-ups. They have their aprons. The people in the back that are cooking, maybe they have certain jackets that they're wearing. All of those things can be branded, and then in return, not only are they getting their brand out there and everybody really looks uniform, those are more orders and opportunities in your pocket. Now, this one comes into play because a floor graphic, a floor covering, can be changed on promotion. It can be changed on holiday. It could be changed simply because it's dirty and it's time to get a new one. It's always a really, really nice way to invite people into whatever business. But with it being slip resistant, it's excellent for people with the high traffic going in and out, especially if you get rain or snow and you're getting those type of elements that you almost need that caution sign. So like I said, I do not have an example to peel off and stick on my floor, but just to give you an idea, you can also do custom shapes and sizes, and it is indoor use, but for a short time only. So if you have a customer that's like, well, how long are these going to last? Of course, it's all dependent on traffic, and of course how one takes care of the graphic. People are going to be going in and out and on top of this graphic. So it's a short time. That's what we recommend. We do not have a specific timeline, just because everybody's business can be completely different. So there we go. Does it have residue after it's removed? I will find out the answer on that. Again, it's not something I have played with immediately, and I will tell you, I knew that question was going to come up, but they always make a residue type of remover that I always recommend having on hand. I don't know how many times I've bought a sticker from someplace, and it's like, oh, easy to remove, and there's always a little bit, at least, of an outline type of residue. So I'm more than happy to find that answer out, and I will post it in the comments. That comment specifically was coming from YouTube. So if I can go back into those comments, then you will find it on YouTube. For those of you that are in Facebook, I know I can post it in the comments after we are completely done. So I realized I did not go get the products I'm going to show. So they're right there. Give me one second. Okay, so we are going to apply one on a mug, and I'm going to show you a couple of other things that you can do with some of the other products that we're going to talk about. Mike says Guggen takes the residue off. Yes, Guggen is one of those like products, right? So the next thing we're going to talk about are banners. Again, it's not another one that I do not have because Patrice, can you hear the dog? Or can you just hear footsteps? Anyway, focus, right? So the next thing we're talking about is banners. Businesses are opening up. Businesses are letting people know that they are open. Some of you guys that live in certain cities and states have been open for quite some time. Banners are an excellent way to let people know they're there. Whether you're doing it for sports and you're doing it for senior posters, you're doing it for grand openings or new launches, new products, holidays, the list can go on and on. But to me, these kind of complement each other with the floor graphic and then the banner, because if people look down when they're walking, then you are getting that branding on the floor. Those that look up, then they're seeing everything either head on or if they're driving by. It's one of those products that some people think like, oh, I can't offer banners, I don't have access to them, or maybe you have a vendor that's producing them for you. This gives you the opportunity to be the vendor for people to come to, and you're ordering them specifically rather than going through somebody else. Now, the biggest you can go for banners are 4 feet wide by, 4 feet high by 8 feet wide. So decent size, but keep in mind for those senior banners, especially with how everything has been, it's a great way to still recognize those seniors. Even the little kids that graduated kindergarten that didn't get, some type of graduation ceremony. It's small, it's minimal, but it's a really way to take that offering to the next level. Now, the next one, stickers and decals. So we're going to pause, and I am going to show you the website, so where you can find them. We're about halfway into these products, but as we get a little bit deeper in what we're discussing, there's definitely more opportunities and areas that I have found to be very interesting and unique. So let's go ahead and go to the website. If I can remember how to share. Let's go share screen. All right, so what you want to do is head to stahls.com, and once you get there, you will want to go to custom logos. Now, this gives you the ability to really find the section that you need, right? So you've got, just making sure we can see, good. Heat applied, ready to sew, non-apparel, accessories and samples, and of course that non-apparel section is where you want to go. Now, the heat applied will take you to the CAD print section as well, but it's going to be specifically for garments or soft goods as a whole. Once we go to non-apparel, it's going to pull up banners, floor graphics, helmet stickers, everything that we are going through. Now, like I said, the floor graphics is very new, and I wanted to say it almost has like a rubbery feel to it. So completely missed that, as it is slip resistant. Once you go to, where are we? Stickers and decals. Now, like I said, my internet is going slow, so hopefully we can get through this without any type of delay. You can see that there's going to be a brief overview or description of the product, and then of course the highlighted key points about it. So of course it's customizable sizes. So if you have certain shapes, we'll cut to your shape. And then of course there's no color there's no feed per color. CAD prints means it's full color for us. So anytime you see CAD prints full color banners, CAD Prints full color floor coverings. That means it's full color and there's no additional fee. The other thing to keep in mind about the stickers and decals is that they are water resistant. And there's a couple of different things that are different about the stickers and decals and our helmet stickers. And we'll go into that in just a minute. But one of those things is the thickness of both the decal and the helmet sticker. The helmet sticker is going to be thicker than a decal. Now, the one thing I wanted to show you, okay, really fast, you can click order now. I have to log in order to get you to that next point. You would as well. So once you click on that, log in. It is seriously a step-by-step when it comes to what you do next and actually uploading your artwork for the order. It's very, very simple. Okay, so this is our sticker and decal. This says Mom Life, as you can see. Let's see if we can get. So I feel like there's a little bit better coloring over here. Yep, just keep barking away, Jackson. Fantastic. So when you order stickers and decals, you're going to get them like this. You're not going to get them cut individually. They're going to come ganged on the sheet, but they will be masked. So when you get them, you'll just cut them. Now, if you're preparing them for a customer, just get, oh gosh, a guillotine, is that what it's called? And just make really clean lines for your customers. You can easily take scissors and cut as well. If you're the one that is actually doing the application, then you don't really need to worry about your clean lines unless you are that particular person. So here we go. He is a standard poodle. He is 12 and a half. He's had a mohawk since he's been a puppy, and his name is Jackson Neiman. So he's my firstborn, and my kids are home from spring break, and they're probably outside, and he is losing his mind because he needs to be with his family. So he's just barking away. Okay, so we have trimmed our logo, and then all you do is peel. So you just peel away. With this mask, this is going to help you align and see what you're doing on the cup. So in this case, we are using a two-toned matte mug, and then it does have that gloss finish on the inside. And specifically, this is from Leeds. The item number is 1626-36BK. Now, this is the next part that is extremely easy. And all you have to do is determine where you want your logo to be placed. I am right-handed, but I drink most of my coffee left-handed. So just pick a side and go with that for everything. Now, for decoration purposes, I am going to choose to do it with the handle on the left side. I believe I am mirrored to you guys, so things are a little different. Now, what I'm going to do is actually just add this other camera, and then we're going to adjust this so you can see what I am doing here. So all you have to do, there is a little bit of tackiness to this. It's not aggressive, but it's just, you know, it kind of feels like painter's tape. So from here, I'm just laying it on the mug. I went center first and then just smoothed it out. Next thing you need is this wonderful little squeegee. And then I just go back and forth. Now, if you watch our fall trends guide Jenna and myself did, there was a, it was either a 4 or 5 color logo that we did with vinyl, and it would have been 10 times easier to do it with something like this because it's a one and done. When it became 4 and 5 colors, it's great to be able to cut that one and done. But if you're wanting to offer, say, mugs more on a boutique or retail aspect where, you know, multiple people can utilize this product, this is the way to go. Hands down, do it this way. Don't do step by step. Now, the other thing that you'll see is there is a nice little gloss to this. You can get, oh, there we go. You can get very, very detailed. You can see the lip detail. You can see the leopard, multicolor. This is one of those products that it's great. Now, you'll notice a white outline on this, and this would definitely be something where either take into consideration, you know, what products you're putting it on. I don't mind the white, but if you are that type of person, then you could have easily, you know, changed whatever color. The other thing that's nice is you can put it on a variety of products. Wow. So tumblers, coolers, computers, anything that's a hard surface, just keep in mind that this is a sticker. This is a decal. It's not going to be something that is easily removable, and you can just hop from one product to the next. So the other one that I wanted to show you is, we're just going to do both of these. And no, we're not. No, we're not. Let me show you. I'm going to peel this guy off. So one thing I want everybody to be aware of about this type of decal is that it is not, it says sticker, but this isn't a sticker that everybody knows of right now. It's not going to have the split back for you to just go and peel, sell as stickers. These actually have a little bit more of a vinyl movement to it. And a lot of stickers that I'm seeing are definitely more of that, they're vinyl as well, but it's just a different type. They're a little bit more rigid. This is very, very flexible. Almost kind of feels like it has a little bit of stretch. As you can see, it's kind of, I like this other camera better. As you can see, it's kind of warping as we pull it. Okay, so with that, let's not put that on my desk and then have a permanent sticker hanging out there. Okay, let's move on. Does anybody have any questions on the stickers or decals? I did see if it was dishwasher safe. And anytime you have a sticker or decal, it's always kind of a tricky question. These can go on cups, but I say always focus on what the cup can actually do. I have put stickers and decals just like this on a tumbler, and I've tossed them in the dishwasher. I try to dishwash everything. It's survived, it's lasted, it's done great. One thing that I have noticed is thinner the line, so thinner the stem, the more detail, that's where the product really starts to struggle in the dishwasher. The other thing is if you're constantly hitting the tumbler, these are not abrasion resistant, but they can withstand weather, and they are water resistant. So I hope that kind of clears up a little bit. That's answering the question ish. Let's see. Okay, Texas Q, great question. So is the white part of the design, is that what you're asking? I just want to be able to verify this because it's not. So specifically, this is a logo that, not this one. This one was a logo that was used for a variety of things. We've done a sublimation transfer with this and bleached out shirts. And I really wanted to show you a couple of ways, which is this one and the next, well, next two from now that I'm going to show you, is a way to take a logo and really pair it together. That's not necessarily apparel related, but it could be apparel related. Let's see. Now, the other thing is in this logo, there is a distressed effect, and the lips definitely have the lines in it. That's not something that you can cut. So remember, this is produced with an Ecosolvent printer, and there is a blade just like in this GS24 that goes through and cuts the vinyl. So if you have extreme fine detail, one, you may not get that overall look achieved once cutting, and also it's going to be much more difficult to weed. So in this particular case, the outline was created to just give that really smooth weeding process and create a really crisp logo versus something that might look like, what is that? Kind of just touched on it. And let's see. Yes, just keep in mind that the longevity may not be a 10-year cup. The logo may fade over a period of years. Now, I have that expectation as a consumer. The products that I use, there we go. The products that I use over and over and over again, nothing is permanent. So I just always like to give my customers that expectation as well, not that it's going to be something that they're going to be able to have forever. Jeff Swim, sorry, I saw your comment. I've already got tape on it. So Jeff's comment was, can I show the back of what this looks like? And I can. It has this gray hue to it. There we go. And this right here is because I had already put some paper on it, so I messed that up. But okay, so let's go on. Moving on. Now, the next one I wanted to talk about were helmet decals. This was one question that I got or get all the time, is like, why would I use a helmet decal, or why can't I use a sticker? The biggest difference is this is laminated. I should just keep the screen up right now. This is laminated, so you can see that this definitely has a much higher gloss than what this does. There's still a gloss hue to it, but ooh, let's find the camera. In person, this is way, it's just, it almost feels like a slight dry erase board. It's the easiest way to describe it. The other thing is that there is no mask on this, because if you were to mask this type of sticker, there we go, stop the glare. If you were to mask this type of sticker or decal, then the laminate would come off with the mask. So the laminate is a protection, and this is perfect for helmets. So the other thing is, think of abrasion resistance. So football helmets, I don't know too much about lacrosse, but lacrosse, if they, you know, do any type of, I guess, contact. But the other thing, if you notice, this is definitely geared towards the construction world, and hard hats are huge, right? Because we need that type of protection. And this is an opportunity that if you have somebody that uses that type of safety equipment, then hands down, let them know that you can produce their helmet decals and really give them that custom effect. Now, you could use these on mugs as well, because you do have that that extra protection, which I think is always great for durability. But the one thing that you should keep in mind is on this is very, very thin. And while it's not sublimated into the mug, you do have some customization ability with this. It's very smooth to the touch, where this one, you are going to feel it on the mug or the tumbler. This would be great for also coolers, for those outdoor type of environments. Both of them are going to work well on both type of surfaces. The helmet decals just run a little bit more because you do have that laminated. So Dale asked if these are UV protected. And again, that is another question that we do not have answered onto our website. But I love that question. So I am actually going to provide some feedback to see if we can get that on there. So again, Dale is asking if these are laminated. If the lamination is UV protected, and this comment's coming in from YouTube. So like I said earlier, I'll do my best to go back to YouTube and post the answer to that comment. Otherwise, it will be in the Facebook. I'll get those right after I hop off. So I'm not going to apply this one to anything because I am going to use this on the back later, but just know that this is the way to go. I mean, it's a sticker, it's extremely sticky, but you will not have a mask with this. So if you have any other further questions on this, drop them in the comments and we'll do our best to get them answered. And of course, you guys, customer service is fantastic. You can always call that team and they will get those questions answered as well. Okay, moving on. This is what I was really, really excited for because, sorry about that. I like to find new ways to use products. And I think in a world that's always evolving, your customers always changing, and you're always competing with yourself, not others. But if you want to be different than the store next door or down the street or online, we have to find ways to recommend products that maybe somebody else wouldn't. Now, of course, I'm talking to a group of people, but clings. We're going to talk about window clings. Windows, right? You peel it, you stick it on the window. You can do a window cling for an office. You could do window cling for the back of a car, the front door. Heck, you could sell custom window clings for homes and create like sceneries, maybe, especially the clear clings. I'm thinking holiday time, right? If you're not putting lights up, or if you want to represent a different type of holiday, then that's a way to always get people thinking about different times of the year, which then should bring in more revenue for you. So now that I'm done babbling about clings, I'm going to show you what I found. So this is my personal computer, and I do have a clear case on here. Okay, this is just a case purchased from Amazon, and I'm sure that there are other cases available that you can get for other computers, but specifically, this is what I found to be so cool. So this is my sticker that I have purchased from a local designer here in Kansas City. But you guys, these are clings. So the reason why I got so excited for this is because a question that was brought up earlier was residue, right? So anytime there's a sticker, there's always a chance that there could be residue left over. This is a peel and stick. So if you work with schools and they want to brand computers, or they would like their logos somewhere, or you work with a corporate office that has certain types of equipment, this I thought was a perfect way to, one, not only solve a problem on getting their brand out there, or just a walking advertisement, especially if people are working from home, or as people maybe start to work in other environments. But the other thing is, the solution is that there is no residue, okay? And then these can go on a variety of products. So the two we're going to talk about, let's pop the other one out. As you can see, I'm very excited about this. So this is the cling with the white material, and now you can see my ring lights in this. So what I really wanted to show you was, again, you guys, this is the same logo that has been uploaded from sublimation to the sticker decal to the cling. And then this is, it's the clear, yep. It just kind of looks white. Now, as you can see, they both look opaque in person, right? Right here, the colors are vibrant. But when you peel, they now take on a completely different look. This one is now transparent, and you're picking up the rose tone, a rose gold hue. And then this one is definitely white and opaque, and all of the colors are vibrant and of course pop like our mug. So one of the reasons why I did that logo for a variety of things is, one, Mother's Day is going to be right around the corner, but now you can offer your customer pairings in groups. So you could specifically target different markets. You could target, of course, businesses. From a retail and boutique aspect, this is a really, really easy and great way to package or bundle certain items. Now, you could just offer the decal, the cling, and then the shirt, and then they can put them wherever. Or you could do it as a set and then choose different upgraded packages, right? So if somebody's wanting something easy or to give out for their friends, put the clings, put the stickers out there. People will eat them up. The next way to upgrade that would be the cling with a mug or a tumbler. And then if you wanted to get really fancy and you have the ability to do the hard coolers, then moms like the hard coolers too, then you can do it that way. Or of course, create your own package. But because these are just peel and stick, I mean, so easy, so affordable for not only you, but and your customer. And then it just really provides them a different solution that, you know what, you may not have thought of previously. Okay, so yes, Patrice, I will peel both of these so you can see the up close. So this is the vinyl, the white, I'm sorry, it's the white cling. Whoop. Okay, and then this is the clear cling. Now, the two things that I want to show is that when you peel this off, it looks very transparent, and that's because it's a clear product. With this Ecosolvent ink, you don't really get opacity when you're printing on clear. Stahls does not print white. So if you're wanting a clear cling with white ink and then the logo on top of it, it's not going to happen. You have to go with the white cling. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is, if you notice, there is no space. I know this is clear, but there is no space between this. So this is a larger size overall, and there's no gaps or space, right? This one allows you to have that spacing, those cavities. Still very easy to just lay and apply, but it's just one to keep in mind. So Becky, great question. Windows are clear. I think you're going to have a very hard time seeing something like this specifically, unless the overall goal was to be a little more subtle or transparent. I would definitely recommend going with the white if you're using a variety of colors, because I think the perfect example is my computer is rose gold, and the colors complement each other well on the computer, but on a clear window, you wouldn't be able to see it. You can't see it, or you barely see it holding it up. I'm sorry, these are two different sizes, but still you have the, this way, the spacing in these, where this, oh my, there we go, is all full. Okay, so that was something that I had a light bulb a couple days ago. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to try it. I enjoy stickers, and there's certain brands that I really like to represent. Cities or Kansas City is where I'm at, and Kansas City representation is massive here. So I fell in love with the colors, the design. It had to be fine, right? So now in this case, if there would have been a cling offered in that, I would have ate that up. So stickers are great for making that collage. Think of a cling for utilizing that as a removable item versus something that is permanent outside of the window. Dale's asking a question. I'm not sure I'm following this. With clear that you have with sublimation. I'm assuming you mean opacity. So if you're doing sublimation on a royal shirt, the colors are going to shift and not be the same. That's what I'm thinking that you are asking. Just verify for me, and we can kind of get on the right path. Okay, so to answer this question, Terry, I know that one of them can only be used inside of the vehicle, and one of them can be used both out and in. So let's just do a quick, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so we're going to go to static clings. So again, it's reusable. There's no adhesive. There's a beautiful white color. So that must have been in the ordering when I saw that, and I should have wrote that down. I believe the clear can be used in and out, but I could be wrong. So again, that's another question that I will answer. And there's no other detail on that. So I know I saw the answer to it, but we'll come back to it. Okay, so Dale, yes. Because it's an Ecosolvent printer, the ink isn't opaque. So if you're printing on clear, that's why we have that kind of translucent effect, which would be same thing for sublimation as well. There's no white backing, so colors can't take on their true shape unless it is white. It's always going to do some type of shift. Now for, I guess, giggle purposes, we'll just see. As you can see, there, I mean, it's not even showing up on a black mug. Obviously, this is a cling on a mug, and this wouldn't work. But in terms of surface, you know, those colors, they just fade right in. And these are brighter colors, so you know, you would think you would see them just a little bit. Okay, so moving on to our final wall graphics. Now, you guys, this I get asked about all the time. Okay, I'm not going to peel that because it is much larger. But these are wall graphics, and they have just a little bit of a matte texture to them. You can kind of see it, almost to where it's like a fabric. You kind of see it in the top part of the application where the blue is, and all of the, like, the banner is what I'm going to call it. So they're removable, they're easy to remove. Now, as you saw, this was a little bit more of a struggle, and that's just simply because of the space that it's taking up. So there's a lot more adhesive on this as opposed to this little 8.5 by 11 guy. Now, people always ask, like, oh my gosh, can I order your sign or the application chart that I have? And here's my recommendation. Create your own, because we have products on here from solid rolls to a little bit of Transfer Express to CAD Color, which is our printable rolls. And if you create your own, then you can also add your little characteristics about that. If you use certain blades, you can add that in there, time, temperature, and pressure. The other thing is, if you're cutting in-house, add your cutting specs. There's so many details that you can add if you layer, what to layer, what not to layer. All you have to do is go in, create a PDF, upload it. If it's not the correct file, then you can have the art team correct that for you. I think it's like 25 bucks, or have an artist, you know, make sure that it is ready to go as well. But so easy. This is a wall decal. So if for some reason I needed to remove this, or I needed this wall specifically, this is all stuff that has been popped up, and it's that wall decal type of material. Now, for this specifically, it's repositionable, which I think it took me about 10 tries to get this exactly where I need it, how I need it. And I will tell you, in my mind, I've already thought about repositioning it higher, especially for recording purposes. You can go small. So this is, I had ordered a Mom Life one in the small little decal size as well. Put it by your desk. But you could do somebody's space. You could do a family picture, where I want you guys to kind of think outside of the box on this. It's excellent, right, for terms of streaming. The world of virtual is here, and it's definitely not going anywhere. And for those customers that have employees at home, and if they need to kind of adjust their space in any way, there is so much that you can do. My wood, that's vinyl, or it's a wall decal. This is a wall decal. Now, I will tell you, this is definitely more of a permanent decal. To get it off, it has pulled the paint, but this is excellent. Go with this route. That way, if that time changes, then they can pull it. If you have events, create backdrops for people's walls at home that are easy to remove versus trying to completely figure out how to, you know, redo it. I should redo it vertically, like up here, there. If that's the case, I've thought about it, but it's almost too high of an angle when I have to record Dale. So give me some more. Give me some more ideas. I love it. What do you guys see? Where should I put the Stahls sign? Because as you saw, it's that easy to remove. So when you get it, this is how it comes. It comes rolled up depending on how big you need. Obviously, this is upside down, but it is just a simple peel, stick, very, very easy. Because it's repositionable, you don't have to worry about that first time you go to put it on the wall, like, oh my God, I hope this is gonna land straight, right? That's the biggest thing, is when you're putting something up, especially like wallpaper, that it needs to be perfect. The other thing I wanted to just quickly recommend is think in terms of events, doing displays this way versus a Magoo or a you know, a pull-up sign. There's a lot of ways that you can make it work, and then it's easily interchangeable versus having to buy all new cloth banners or signs. Okay, so TC, if you go online to Stahls.com, click custom in our product categories, and then click non-apparel. The best way to determine pricing on this is to upload your art, and it'll give you a quote immediately. Also for quantities. Took me a minute, but we got there. So keep in mind, this is much larger than, you know, a small little decal. So you're going to have a little bit more flexibility in terms of quantity and that type of purpose. Also, if you guys have a new 2021 catalog, in that section, which I also believe you can download or look at virtually online in the flip book, there is an entire section that goes off of square inches, and it'll tell you what the cost is per square inch if you don't want to upload your artwork or just get an idea for it. If I log in, all of my pricing goes to zero, so I can't log in and run that through with you. I have to do it on the back end in order to get that type of pricing. But so I hope that it you know, gave you guys some ideas to think outside of the box when it comes to ways to actually use items that are for non-apparel, but then ways to bundle them as well. Like I said earlier, times are changing. Virtual is definitely becoming a permanent thing in our world, and you could essentially make this as an entire image, even though these are physical products. Print that on a wall decal, pop it up, and now it looks like it's a backdrop with it actually not being a backdrop. Again, this is a physical press, but it's just ways to really get creative in the world and then solve those solutions for your customers. So if you guys have any further questions, you know, you can reach out to myself, kelly.walters@stahls.com. Always pop your questions in the comments. I will find out about the UV. I will double check. There's one more. I'm going through. Oh, and you saw the square, huh? I didn't peel that. It was not peeled, so I should have caught that. Good eye. Let's see. There was one other question in terms of UV protection for the laminate. Oh, and residue on the floor covering from, is it Larston? I think there was one other question. So if it wasn't the UV or the residue, please let me know. That way I can get that answered for you. I know that comments, I believe, go away on the YouTube side. So if you don't see that answered on the Facebook side of things, like I said, customer service is always there for you. And then you can, oh, thank you, Becky. Yep. Cling inside and outside. So UV, cling, and then the residue. Wonderful, Becky. Thank you so much. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Kelly Walters. I really appreciate you hanging on with me while we hopped on here late. And hopefully the internet will get worked out one of these days, because apparently the new modem failed me this morning. So, all right, guys, stay safe and have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.